Bird Nest Trial is genuinely the easiest thing you could possibly 3-star and get hella score on this. Today we're going to be doing it. If you guys are new to the channel, be sure to leave a like, subscribe down below if you haven't already. Before we get into too much, we got to make our way to some chimneys so we can actually start doing this trial. But let's go ahead and get a word from today's sponsor. If you're struggling inside of Arc Raiders, boy do I have you covered. Thanks to today's sponsor, they offer cheap, safe, and reliable services for Arc Raiders, including blueprints, materials, coins, and more. Whether you're looking for the Bobcat blueprint, the Tempest blueprint, ducks, or more, they've got tons of options. So if you're having trouble getting what you need, click the link in the description down below or scan the QR code and use code SPAZO to save some money for a limited time only. Alright, here's our first one. So I accidentally brought in a snap hook, and well, part of me is like, man, this could not be good. Why did I bring this in? And then the other part of me is like, wait, hold on, this could actually be pretty useful because we can just jump to other buildings using it basically, or get to certain high points, you know, quickly, right? So it is kind of nice we have that. We might actually be able to use that a little bit today. We'll see. What else do we have in here? Nothing. How far does that get us? Okay, so 3 gets us to 540. So we need pretty much 3 more to get a star, so it's about 6 a star. Not bad. Not too bad at all. Definitely, there's a lot of them. And like trials inside of Arc Raiders, you don't have to find, you know, just first, right? You don't have to find one first. You can loot one after somebody's already looted it, and it'll still count for your trial, which is extremely nice. I mean, imagine, dude, if it didn't work that way. How terrible would that be? Personally, I think that would be pretty darn bad. I don't think that would be good at all. But we can go ahead and get over here. We got to run right up this way. Let's go ahead and snag this one. Come on. Big money. Here we go. What do we got in here? It's also nice doing this trial because we're also going to get trinkets and things like that while doing it. We're not just kind of doing something that, well, perhaps we're probably not going to get much loot. Like, there are other trial challenges we've had before that, you know, say, for example, loot items in Stella Montis night raids, right? You know, you are going to get some good stuff, right? You are in that type of thing. But then you have one where it's like, oh, loot this certain building in damn Battlegrounds, loot containers in this building. And you're like, well, you know, you'll get loot for doing the trial and 3-starring it, but you're not probably going to find the most loot doing the actual said thing. All right, there's a wasp right there. I did bring in a Batina. It was just kind of like a quick, let's use this type deal. Thank God I logged on and Bird City was going. I was like, wait, there's a trial about this. So yeah, that's what we did. All right, I wanna get out of here. Come on, snap hook. Thank you. Holy moly, that was almost getting bad. All right, we're gonna have to take you down. Come on. There's another raider right there. Do we have any over here? There's a Rocketeer lurking. Oh, no, that isn't a Rocketeer. Even worse. Hopefully it doesn't shoot at me, or we will be cooked. We're gonna have to take that down over there. There's a tropical duck. Okay. Yeah, we better try and hit this thing out of the sky. There we go. Okay. I am very inaccurate when it comes to those. There's a shredder right there. How'd you get up there, dude? I don't know if he can get up here. Maybe. Hopefully not. Alright, we can go over here to these ones. Where are we at in our logbook? We're about to be at 2 stars. One more and we'll be at 2 stars. Yeah, this is something that's very easy to 3-star and potentially get a lot more score. Right, especially if you guys want to move up a little bit in the ranks. Alright, what do we got? Sorted seeds. Okay, there's 2 stars. Nice. We can loot this one. So now we're working towards our final star. I always have so much fun doing trials. You know, man, Arc Raiders fell off a lot. It did. Whether you believe it or not, it did. Simply. You know, a lot having to do with no content for such a long period of time. But trials have kept me involved. It was either, you know, doing these trials or really hitting hard with PvP. That was like the last 2 things. I was like, all right, this is what's going to have to be done. And yeah, trials have been extremely fun. You know, we can do a video on each one. We can enjoy them. We can get some loot doing it. And then by the time we pretty much cover every single one, that's 5 days. We got 2 other days until the next trials. Right? So it kind of helps a little bit, man. It is nice. Because, you know, I mean, he only can make so many videos of looting in Arc Raiders. You only can make so many videos of shooting Arc and shooting maybe other Raiders, which we don't really do, which we might end up having to do. I don't know. But yeah, who knows, ladies and gentlemen. But if you didn't know, this channel will be a GTA 6 channel whenever that game does come out in a few months. So you can kind of prepare yourselves for that. I get it. If some of you guys are like, you know what, dude, love the Arc Raiders videos, but I'm out. I get it, right? But for those of you that want to watch the GTA 6 content, it'll be here. And it'll be a lot different. It'll be a lot different than these type of videos. All right, we should be closing in on them 3 stars, man. Very, very soon. Where are we at? Oh, we already hit it. I must have missed it. Yapping too much. We're already increasing our score. I don't know how long we're going to loot this, but let's say, for example, now we could just leave and trial has been completed. Right? We'll probably fill up our bag, get a decent amount of score, and then we'll dip. I don't really care too much to, you know, get insane amounts of score on it. I always like to just get a little bit more than the 3-star, and then I'm like, all right, you know what, man, that's good for me. I don't want to make these trial videos too long. But yeah, this is a very easy trial. I've been saying it for the past 3 weeks that these trials, they're just like on a whole nother level of just easiness. It's crazy. It really is crazy. I swear when I first started playing Arc Raiders, it was so much more difficult. Maybe that's just me. Maybe I sucked back then, right? I mean, it could have been. It was such a while ago. But, I don't know. They're very, like this, very easy. And it helps you get a little bit of gear. I guess it gives you something to go for, so it's kind of nice that they're easy. Keep getting a ton of green ducks, which we will take for sure. I probably could make that jump, but I don't want to risk it. I don't want to have to run all the way back around and then run all the way back up, so I'm definitely glad I brought the snap hook in. Definitely is extremely helpful. Crazy thing about trials, and also the scary thing about trials, is all this work, all this score we're accumulating, we could just die. And it could just cease to exist. We'd have to do it all over again. Do I really see that happening in this lobby? No. But it could. That is the scary part. How much loot do we have? We have 58k worth of loot. We have a decent amount of trinkets. We have collected quite a bit. I mean, this has been worth it beyond the trial. Bird City is always such a good game mode to play. I mean, seriously, it's always insanely good. All right, we can snap hook over here. And what else do we got? Okay. We can go this way. Come on, off we go. Come on. Okay, so where are we at? We're at 52. That's good. I'm not too worried about it. It's easy score, easy money. I am chilling. Okay, let's head over here. All the way to extraction. We can get out of here. Easy peasy. Very simple. A lot of the trials this week are pretty easy. I probably will 3-star them all. Maybe I'll skip like 1 or 2. I don't know. We'll have to look at our logbook. The one, what do we got? Damage Flying Arc using Hallcracker. We already did that. Damage Flying Arc using Snap Blast. Probably will do that. Open containers on the beach and Riptides will do that probably in the next video. And then the probes and assessors. That is very easy. There's 2 modes. Literally, there's a mode dedicated to probes and a mode dedicated to assessors. Easy, dude. But the Snap Blast one will probably be the one that either A, I will do very soon, or I won't do at all. It's just, some of them, they're super easy, but I just straight up don't feel like doing them. Thank you so much for watching, ladies and gentlemen. That is a very easy trial to 3-star. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, do not forget to leave a like, subscribe to the channel down below, as we are on the road to 10,000 subscribers, and we want to hit it before GTA 6 comes out. So if you do enjoy content, you do enjoy video games, subscribe. I'll see you later. Peace.